Hello friends, VINESH KALIGA here. A very happy new year to all of you. Thank you for watching my videos. And today we are going to cover how did Toronto real estate market did from 2015 to 2019. And when we say about real estate, it's correlated to the interest rate. So let's look at what are the interest rate now. So when you see at the interest rate, overnight lending rate, which was 0.5 in 2016 and 17. So here it's 0.5 in 2017, then it went up in 18 with like 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and then it's at 1.75 now. So with this increase, we correlate later how the house price change. So coming at this graph, where you can see the blue line is the prime rate. So prime rate is a rate which banks lend to its customer. So this is the rate which was lower in 16-17, and with the change in the overnight lending rate, that went up to 3.95 now in 2019. And this red line, what you are seeing over here, this red line is the 5-year conventional mortgage rate, which is at presently 5.19. Now banks try to discount this rate and give mortgage to clients, maybe at 3% fixed rate, maybe at 3.25. It depends upon the policy and the risk level what bank takes to decide what rate of interest for a mortgage to give, either be a fixed, either be a variable. But this is the benchmark of 5.19 now. So now look at that numbers. Now how that the sales interest rate affect the listings, the sold price. So this is the total number of new listings in 2015. It was 160,000, means 160,000 homes were listed in the market. And this is 154 in 2016, and it jumped up to 178 in 2017, which was the peak in the last one decade. Now from there we had a drop to 156 and then to 152. So less number of listings in market means less number of people want to sell their homes. And let's look at the next number, which is the number of houses sold. So when you look at the number of houses sold in 2015, it was only over 100,000. That jumped up to 2016 to 113 because of the lower interest rate. Now what happened in 2017 for the number of houses sold to decrease, and again in 18 to 78,000, which is the lowest 2018. The reason being 2017 government introduced a 15% tax for foreign buyers who are not a Canadian citizen or a PR. So that's the reason we see a drastic decrease in the number of houses sold in 17, and in 18 there was one more policy introduced. For people who are putting more than 20% down, they had to go through a stress test, and which reduced the number of people getting qualified to buy homes. So that we see a 78,000. And with the more inflow of people coming in Canada, in 2019 we had 500,000 people immigrating to Canada, and majority of the people come to GTA, Toronto. So that's the reason we see an increase in the number of houses sold to 12.6%, making it to 87,000 in 2019. So now let's look at the average sold price. Now average sold price is the average of all the homes which are selling in market, maybe a detached, semi-detached, townhomes, condo apartment. So this was 622,000 in 2015, and that increased to 822,000 in 2017. That's the peak, that's the max in the last one decade. And with the number of household listing reduced, market corrected. So this is 787 in 2018, and now with the earlier reasons, it's increased to 819,000, a 4% increase in the average sold price. So we are seeing an increasing trend now in 2019, and expecting it to be in a similar way. We will come to know in the next quarter what's trending in 2020. When we look at the average sold days in market, Now average means if someone lists a home, how many days it takes it to sell. So when you consider all together, it took 22 days in 2015, and with the market booming, it went to 17 days flat for the next 2 years. Means houses were selling quick at top dollars. And then with the market slowing down, it's stable at 24 days to sell a home and 23 days to sell a home in 2019. So these were the few stats of the Toronto Real Estate Board. Thank you friends for watching the video. VINESH KALIGA here from KALIGA Realty. If you want to have regular updates on the stats of the Toronto board, please subscribe me on Facebook, KALIGA Realty. You will get the live updates of what's happening on month to month in the real estate market. Thank you so much for watching video, and you have a good year ahead.